Hello, Pablo.
Hello, Fabrice.
Nice to meet you.
I feel the same. I'm glad to meet you. I heard many times about you. We have common friends.
Well, I'm so pleased. Let me just to present you a little bit. You're a cinephile director. You made extraordinary films, not so many. You made great films, just like Torremolinos 73 or Blancanieves was probably the most renowned and famous one. But now we just heard that you're going to make an animation film. It makes sense because you always employ cinema with image and sound and music, just like in the old days, just like in the 20s. We could say you're a very, very silent film director, no?
Completely, you know, even when I have, of course, Blancanieves is a silent film, but Torremolinos 73 or Abracadabra, there are so many scenes, could be like 10 minutes that the characters don't talk, or even when they talk, they just talk just about necessary so the story advances. And as you said, this animation film as well is a silent film. More in the way of Jacques Tati, that you could hear the sound of the streets, of the doors. But I created a script that there was no necessary that the characters need to talk.
I'm very curious about Bat Robots. At what moment you say, okay, I'm gonna make an animation film?
When I was preparing Blancanieves, I read this comic book called Robot Dreams. And, you know, I said, oh, it looks like a children's book. Then I realized it's not a children's book, although it's animals. And then I laughed and it moved me. And then when it ended, I was really touched by the story. But I never had a plan to make an animation film. It was kind of like another punk attitude moment. Okay, I don't know anything about animation, but I want to make an animation film. And of course, it was the fact that the graphic novel was silent was very attractive to me. And the fact that I lived 10 years in New York, and this story took place in New York. So this kind of combination of love letter to New York and the silent, it kind of turned me on. And the fact that I like this kind of idea that to make any film I make, I take it that it's going to be my last one.
It's a stop motion film?
No, just a drawing to the animation, like old school, like you know, Miyazaki or Sylvain Chomet or Persepolis, just kind of like in the old tradition of like 24 drawings, 1 second.
You always go through cinema, the experience of cinema, just like a big adventure. And I think Robot Dreams has to be a big, huge adventure for you, no?
It truly was. And it was a very satisfactory adventure, you know, and I even think that all my previous films, they were preparing me for Robot Dreams. The thing is, somehow I've been storyboarding all my films. So that element of storyboarding and doing in animation, what you do is animatic, that is like a very basic storyboard animated. So in a way, I could see the film before it was made. So 3 years ago, I already had the film in my head. So I'm used to this kind of tempo. A 5-year time for film, it feels like, oh, this is nice, because I like to have control, to be very precise.
Thank you, Pablo. Good luck for everything you do.
Fabrice, one thing that I think it would be nice to share with you is that my animation director is from Belgium, Benoit Ferremont. I want to express that how key he's been in the result, because there are very few 2D traditional animators, And Benoit Ferremont is one of the great animators in Europe. He worked in the Triplets of Belleville, in the Book of Kells. So I was lucky to kidnap him for 1 year and a half, take him away from Brussels and bring him to Madrid to make the film. So I take this advantage to express thank you, Benoit, for coming to Madrid to help me to make this film.
Thank you, Pablo. Have a nice journey back home and see you soon.
Thank you, Fabrice. See you soon. Bye.
Note cacaotée, note exotique, note féministe ou note endiablée? Dans les salles cette semaine, le tempo de la partition s'annonce plus allegro que moderato.
Mr. Wonker, I can see you're a man of great ingenuity.
What are you doing?
I'm making chocolate, of course. How do you like it? Dark, white, nutty, absolutely insane.
Many people have come here to sell chocolate. They've all been crushed by the chocolate cartel. You can't get a shop without selling chocolate, and you can't sell chocolate without a shop.
No daydreaming.
What are we gonna do, Willy?
On connaissait le chocolat qui fait grossir, mais connaissez-vous le chocolat qui fait voler? Avec le fabuleux Willy Wonka, incarné par Timothée Chalamet, ce rêve pourrait devenir réalité. Bienvenue dans le préquel fondant de Charlie et la chocolaterie, un avant-goût de Noël.
Na zdrowie!
Na zdrowie!
Fortæl mig, hvad er det, du forbereder dig til nu? Forklar, hvad det er for et kunstprojekt, du er i gang med.
Det er ikke et projekt. Det er en continuation. Det er noget, der startede, da jeg blev født. Da det er blevet ved. Der er mange, der siger til mig, at jeg skal lade være med det her, fordi jeg kan ikke se forskel mellem min identitet og mit arbejde.
Il aura fallu 13 années de tournage pour que la réalisatrice Léa Globe puisse tirer le portrait d'Apollonia Sokol, une artiste peintre engagée. Un documentaire multiprimé qui fait aussi écho au parcours d'Oksana Chako, l'une des fondatrices des Femmes.
Eccolo, Giuseppe Mislicice.
Mislicice.
È un musicista molto dotato.
Questa vostra musica è talmente bella.
Mio padre non voleva che diventassimo musicisti.
Ho bisogno di firmare almeno una scrittura, altrimenti è la fine.
Talvolta è meglio commettere piccoli errori, ma lasciare parlare i sentimenti.
Et si la vraie vedette, c'était la musique? Dans ce biopic magistral, le réalisateur Petr Vaclav retrace la vie chahutée de Joseph Myslivicek, un compositeur de génie envoûté par la Venise libertine du XVIIIe siècle. L'aventure, c'est comme le vélo, ça ne s'oublie jamais. N'attendez plus et envolez-vous au royaume des courants d'air de Benoît Chieux, récompensé cette année par le prix du public au Festival du film d'animation d'Annecy.
Chut, écoutez.
C'est pas moi que vous vouliez sauver, mais Constance Bonacieux.
Où est-elle? Je sais que c'est vous qui l'avez enlevé.
Quel dommage que vous ne vouliez travailler pour moi.
Que chaque hérétique du royaume sache ce qu'il en coûte de défier le roi.
Mousquetaire, vous êtes soldat pour mourir. Je vous emmène là où on meurt.
Un pour tous pour un. Et vive le volet 2 des célèbres aventures imaginées par Alexandre Dumas père.
C'est lui le traître.
Je ne suis pas l'homme que vous croyez.
Après D'Artagnan, voici Milady. Et comme on ne change pas un trio qui gagne, on retrouvera avec bonheur nos 3 mousquetaires de renom. Vincent Cassel, Pio Marmaille et Romain Duris.
Un seul geste et je vous tue.
Si vous me tuez, vous ne saurez jamais où est Constance.